Put your hands up if you find it annoying when you dial the electricity company or the phone company and they say, press 1 for accounts, press 2 for customer service, press 3 for... Put your hands up if you hate it. Right. Okay. Now, here's another question. Put your hands up if you have an automatic answering system for your clients. You're using an automatic answer system of any kind for your clients. Put your hands up. That's right, don't be embarrassed. You're only on video, but it doesn't matter. I want to see. I'm just saying, it's an example of how, again, we have this double think. That, I work with telco companies, telecom companies. They all have these systems. But they all hate them. So I say to them, why is it? I said, you told me that anybody who installs such a system should be a criminal and put in prison. That my time is more important than their time, right? And then we use them ourselves. So what happens is, it's an example of institutional blindness. We land up installing systems which we hate when we are a customer, but we love when we are selling something. Another example of institutional blindness, for those of us who, like me, who are getting very old, is restaurant menus. Put your hands up. Actually, it probably only applies to about one person here, apart from me, looking around, because you're quite young. Put your hands up if you need glasses to read a restaurant menu by candlelight. Isn't this a strange thing? Listen, you know that on current trends, there are so few young people in Germany. You know that in some parts of Germany, there are only half the number of school children than there were 10 years ago. You know that. And you know the reason why. Which is that, as in many families in my country, the average number of children per couple is about one and a bit. Which means that the population of Germany will halve in every generation. And because you either have to make babies or you have to import them from somewhere else. And my country is busy importing them because we've completely forgotten how to make them. That's why we are importing. It's true, we have a national emergency in my country. It's unofficial, but that's why we have just sucked in, with a big vacuum cleaner, 1 million new people into my country in the last 36 months. Because we've completely forgotten how to make babies, and we are becoming as extinct as the dinosaurs. That's the truth. And the only people with any money in my country, well, actually, the only people with any money in Germany are those over the age of 50. I don't know why anybody in Germany bothers to sell to anyone under the age of 50. 1, they haven't got any money. 2, there aren't any of them. So you know that, as in London, that most of the people with most of the money to eat out in restaurants are over the age of 50, right? It's the target market for any restaurant that's any good, correct? Okay. And you go, if you don't believe me, just go around and look for the grey hairs or no hairs, okay? In fact, it's such a problem that any restaurant that has open-air seating has to have hats for everyone because all the men don't have any hair anymore. But the fact is this, that despite the fact that the target market in Cologne and Frankfurt and Bonn for top quality meals in restaurants is those over the age of 50, the print of the menu is so minute that only a 12-year-old can read it without special technology. And why is this? Because of institutional blindness. Because our society hasn't quite understood that when you ask 20-year-old designers to design restaurant menus, they design restaurant menus all white paper. It's amazing, so much white paper. They say, it's part of the fashion. I say, why do you have a menu which is 99% white and tiny little print? They say, oh, you are so last century. I can't understand it. I say, my friend, you have made it impossible. This is your main selling document. This is your main marketing document, is your menu, and you've made it impossible for most of your customers to read it. Crazy, isn't it? I gave a lecture to Philips the other day, and I thought I had no Philips technology in our house. And then I suddenly realized with a shock, thank God I did. The day before, I suddenly realized to my surprise and delight that I had been shaving my face using a Philips razor for the last 3 years. I didn't know because the Philips logo is so tiny on the razor that I need my glasses on in the shower or the bathroom to read it. Again, how crazy can you be? So I'm just saying here are examples of how it is easy to get out of touch with customers.